Good morning, everybody. It is the third day of July, 7/17. I'm Jeff Slakey. And I've got some great guests in studio to talk about the Mason County Sportsman's Association and an upcoming class that they're having on the 12th and some of the other things that they do on a monthly basis. I'm happy to have in studio Lynn, Ludeman, and Bruce Clapp. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming in on this Monday morning. I know a lot of folks were thinking to extend their holiday maybe a little bit, but thank you so much for coming on and talking to me about this.
Sure. Of course.
Bruce, we had you on previous, and Lynn, this is your first time here this morning, and so we'll kind of talk about the Mason County Sportsman's Association. It is at 521 West Business Park Road in Shelton, right near the Shelton Airport, and a wide variety of things, men and women, all ages, are able to participate in with the Sportsman's Association. Let's talk about some of the things that you enjoy most at the Sportsman's Association, and then we'll talk about some of the classes and programs you guys got.
Well, gosh, it's a hard thing to make into a short list, but I like to shoot.
Okay.
Which is not how I started, but I've gotten there. We do have a ladies group that meets every third Sunday, and I participate in that. And the way it's run, Melinda talked about it last time, but the way it's run is there's a different topic every month. And so we learn as we go, and we get to practice in a kind of a little softer of an environment. There aren't quite so many people. It's all women, and we understand each other and what our fears and concerns are. And it turns out to be a blast.
What are some of the things that you learned that you may not have even thought of, or you got a better understanding after you talked about it?
I started out being scared to death of guns, and I think that the reason I was is because I didn't understand how they work.
Sure.
And, after all, it can be kind of surprising when you pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Big noise, big, everything. So learning about that was huge, and we had a private trainer, a member of our club, taught us, gave us private lessons, which was what my speed was at the time. And so now I'm doing a little bit more competitive things. So PPC, which is actually going to happen tonight, PPC stands for Practical Pistol Competition, and it's kind of it is competitive, and so there are different drills every time, and there's a focus on accuracy and speed.
So the one that will be happening tonight, because tomorrow's the 4th,
right,
is says here in the show notes here, a form of precision shooting, emphasis on accuracy, and this is kind of the starting point.
Yes,
for this
exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Well, this would all then lead into a great day on August 12th, especially for someone who may have zero previous experience and then found a love for shooting. So let's talk about Pistol for Beginners, Bruce. When is this? It's the 12th of August, and then how long is it going to be, and what will folks get to learn during this class?
So this class will be from 11 a.m. or 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It'll be 6 hours long. It's going to be a really good class for somebody that's maybe never shot before. They've just bought their first handgun or rifle, and they just need some basic instruction on how do I go about shooting safely. I don't know what to do. I've never really handled a firearm before, but I want to know how to do it safely. So this would be an ideal class for them. What our goal is, when they get done with the class at the end of the day, they would feel comfortable coming to the range and being able to shoot at one of the organized events that we have or coming out to shoot on their own. But most importantly, they'd feel comfortable operating their firearm in a safe manner.
Does somebody have to possess their own firearm to be part of this class?
No, they do not. We have a number of firearms that are owned by the range that we use for the classes. That way, the instructors are familiar with the firearm, and they're very comfortable teaching the use of this firearm to new students. And the instructors are also available to go over any specifics to individual's firearm that they may have to answer any questions.
If a person has zero firearm experience at all, will there be not a selection, but a collection perhaps of firearms there that they can put into their hand, test the different size, what this would be good for? Maybe I've talked with friends in the past females who have carried firearms in their purse, but maybe those aren't even the best types of firearms starting out. Will there be those kinds of things too?
Well, for this class, all the firearms that the range will be providing, they're all the same.
Okay.
That way there's consistency with all the firearms, and students aren't going to have to be concerned about, well, this one's different from this and from this and from this. But if students do have questions about, well, I have a revolver, how would I use that? Yeah. Or I have this type, I have a question about it, we're always available to answer those questions.
And we need to, I would assume, RSVP for this or apply for a class,
yes.
For the class application?
You can reach us via our email address, info@MasonCountySA, for more information, or you can call the range phone, which is 360-427-1102.
In addition, Lynn, to the Tuesday evening events, after someone takes this class, they get a little more comfortable and head out onto the range. What are some of the other monthly events kind of that happen that people really enjoy?
Yeah, we have a lot of things to choose from, and what I would recommend as a start, at least what I did, was I went through the Winchester Pistol Program,
Okay.
and that is the second Thursday of every month, and it's a self-paced program, so you don't. It's not like you have to pay a big fee up front. You pay when you go in, and the price is, I think it's $6 for a member, for an MCSA member, and $8 for a non-member. So it's quite affordable. You do bring your own firearm for that one, and your own ammunition, and your hearing and eye protection. Uh-huh. And then you're given some little challenges. So one might be, shoot 5 bullets in a target area under 20 seconds or something like that. And then each time you come, it gets a little bit more complicated. Uh-huh. And so you're building skills, and it's kind of fun along the way because you're doing these little challenges. And I found that to be so helpful. It really helped me build my speed, build my speed, yes, but my confidence. So I felt comfortable, and then it became more fun. The more comfort I have been with it, the more fun I've had.
Oh, I bet.
So, yeah.
What's the mood like in there? Is it, if someone walks in, again, they have zero experience, will they feel kind of intimidated? Is there, or what's the mood like at the association?
So I'd like to talk about my very first time that I came to the range. I was terrified.
Me too.
I was terrified because I hadn't shot in a long time. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know, do I have the right firearm for this event? I didn't know, were they going to shun me or what? But what I found is that it was the people there made me feel very relaxed. They were very welcoming, very open. Whatever questions I had, no matter how silly they seemed to me, they took the questions seriously and provided answers for everything. One thing that we hear over and over from people that come out for the first time is that it's a wonderful experience, very welcoming and easygoing, that they find out that it's an experience that they want to come back and spend more time there.
Very nice. Well, good. And it all is available at the Mason County Sportsman's Association. We'll put the links to the show notes here when we post this interview, MasonCountySA.com. Also on the social media. Saturday, August 12th from 10 to 4, Pistol for Beginners, 521 West Business Park Road in Shelton. It's right near the airport there on Porter Shelton property. Class fee just $60. Again, we'll put the info there on the show notes, 427-1102. Lynn, Bruce, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
4th of July.
Thank you. You too.
It is 7:26 now at iFiber One News Radio. We're coming up on top of the hour Exploring the Northwest segment, and Mary Lynn Foster will be on as well, as we'll continue to check in on the South Sounds forecast and a whole lot more here on Daybreak.